1. Exterior, house, day. A classic Americana house with white picket fence, sickeningly well-kept landscaping. A large husky runs across the yard, and a girl, 4, throws a ball at the fence. Jane, voiceover. No, that's not me. 2. Exterior, apartment complex, evening. A girl, 4, sits in front of a brick apartment complex baptized in graffiti. She bounces a small ball over to a beagle, who jumps past the ball as it bounces. Jane, no, not that one either. 3. Exterior, house, day. A rundown house crumbling under structural damage. Should be condemned. But there's a girl, 4, sitting on the steps in front, bouncing a small ball. Not even that. 4. Interior, studio apartment, night. Jane Gowan, 30, she, they. A medium-height, muscular woman with brown hair and piercing eyes lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. A cacophonous cloud of individual film cells float around the room, each one passing before Jane's eyes before she shakes her head, rejecting them. Jane stands, and the film cells flutter behind her as she starts to work out. She lifts weights, does sit-ups from a hanging position on the wall, and slams her fists into a punching bag. This is her life. Film cells pass in front of her eyes faster and faster until they blend together. Jane stops working out and steps back, tears welling in her eyes. Who am I? I changed the past of someone, rewrote who they were, spliced the fiber of their being, but I don't have a clue who I was before 10 years ago. 5. Exterior, streets, night. Jane, 20, lies in the street, rain pelting her, with visible gashes canvassing her body. She will not survive without intervention. She is dying. Tabitha, 22, she, her. A tall black woman with ringlets of natural hair, a steady hand and soft eyes, walks up and asks silently if Jane is okay. There I was, bleeding on the ground, lying like a puppet with cut strings, and Dr. Creed, was walking home from med school. If she hadn't found me, patched me up, gave me a place to stay for the week, I'd be gone. Sometimes I wonder why I lived that day. There must be a reason I'm still here. 6. Interior, studio apartment, night. Jane grips the box with the gifted razors from the demon barber. Her hands shake as she sets it down. Tears flow freely. Am I the kind of person that doesn't believe in free will? Am I the kind of person that thinks they are morally superior to others? Am I the kind of person that is worthy of such a power? Jane smashes her fist against the counter. I have to find out. I have to keep searching, asking questions, knocking on the doors of truth. It's the only way I can keep it together and not let my friends down. I have friends now. I need to do what I can to protect them. Maybe knowing that is enough while I figure out the rest. I guess it'll have to be.
In our last case, our crew had gotten mixed up with a rather dangerous situation. A convicted felon who tried to turn her life around was doing her best to protect her daughter against a corrupt judge. When the time came and the crew reacted, they managed to capture him rather than let her kill him. It's been a few weeks since that fateful night, and the news reports say that Wainwright Mason, former judge and former mayoral elect, has decided to drop from the race, as well as turn himself in for crimes of corruption. Everything seems right in the world. Today's different, though. It's a Thursday morning, probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's very gray outside. The mist feels heavier, not just in the water, but the actual mist that gives every one of you powers. It's like Thursday morning around 10 a.m.
Okay. Well, since I spoke up, I guess I'll go. Morgan would be at her job, just being a laundry attendant. Probably handling some laundry. I don't know. I didn't actually search up what a laundry attendant really does.
Taking orders, doing laundry, throwing stuff inside the dry cleaning, that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
obviously. I knew that. I was just testing you.
A tallish gentleman, he's probably about 6'1". He's got an eye patch on and wearing a gray pinstripe. He comes in, he holds out a ticket, says, "I'm here for this."
Morgan takes the ticket. Is like, all right, I'll get that for you.
Appreciate it. As you turn, you see him kind of turn a little bit to wait for you, and you notice that he's wearing a shoulder holster, and on the left side is a gigantic hand cannon.
Morgan like looks at a little, trying not to obviously like look like obvious, like maybe like she just tries happen to be like moving over that area rather than like she's deliberately looking at it kind of thing, and she just is like to herself, "Nope, not my business."
Eventually, the carousel finishes spinning, and a gray matching pinstripe to his actual outfit. It's a long trench coat. Comes down on the carousel, and you pull it down. And he goes, "Yeah, that's the one.
All right, here you go, sir.
Thanks, Morgan." And he just takes it out of the bag and he throws it on.
Like for his clothes?
Yeah, it's a trench coat.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I heard matching, and so I got a little confused there.
Whoops, I did not mean to share that. Whoops. Do not look at the Discord.
Don't tell me that. I'm gonna want to look.
So, yeah, he just throws the coat back on and he pulls over this wide brim hat. Do you question the fact that he actually knows your name?
No. Again, not my business.
And maybe I should double check to make sure I had that link turned on. Whoops.
At least I'm not gonna verbally like be like, "How do you know my name?" Because he's holding a giant hand cannon.
So he just nods, gives you a little bit of a nod with the hat, and then he just starts heading out. And as he gets to the door, he says, "You might want to expect a call from your friends."
Morgan blinks, then just says, "Have a good day, sir."
You too. Hey, if you see Julian again, tell him I said hi.
Okay.
And he walks.
And once he's out of sight, Morgan's just gonna think to herself, 3 is a pattern.
So I think this would be a day that Lexi is, if it's the morning, then she's catching up on paperwork, because despite the fact that her business is not necessarily legitimate, she keeps immaculate patient records in a closet locked in her apartment. But she would be like in like a loft in her apartment where she's got a little, not a full desk, but like a table and a comfy chair set up, and a like stack of her scrawled on handwritten things from when she runs out. And she's just inputting them into her computer so that they're, and nice big cup of coffee. Her house cat, Brian, just asleep somewhere near her. And she's near a window, so she can also kind of see out, but the window is a little bit tinted, so people can't really see in, even though it is on the second floor anyways.
All right. There's a little bit of a tap at your window, and you notice this big floofy squirrel tapping at the window repeatedly.
Well, we're gonna say the window opens, and so she kind of pushes it up a little bit, and not enough for like the squirrel would have to struggle to get in,
Yeah.
but it's enough that she can like tuck out, and she's gonna be like, "Can I help you?"
Hey, girl, you remember me?
Oh, okay. Nekla needs a reminder of the name because I love him so much.
I think his name was Clyde.
Clyde. Oh, hey, Clyde, and she opens it up so he can come in a little more. How? Nope, I don't want to know how you found me. What are you doing?
Squirrel stalking shit. Hey, listen. I know there's some weird things going on around here, and maybe you want to know about it.
That would be helpful. Yeah.
Cool. You got some chick standing outside on the street, kind of watching your window.
Okay, we like don't call them chicks anymore.
I'm sorry.
You can just
Look,
call
I'm
her. You can just call her Leek. I know you're a squirrel, but we're gonna work on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on it. Okay. You can go grab something out of the cabinet.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. And she's gonna leave the window open because Clyde will need to get back out.
Yeah.
And Brian will be unfazed because he's just used to the weirdest shit. And she is going to see first if she can see the person out the window Clive just came in.
Yes. So when you look out the window, you see this, older looking sedan parked just, I wouldn't say down the street, but it's fairly close from your place. And you notice that there's a woman sitting on the hood wearing a gray suit with a fedora. Oh my God. Fire alarm's going off in the other building. Sorry. So yeah, she's gray suit sitting on the hood of the car, fedora on. She's got a newspaper that she's reading, but occasionally she glances up and then just goes back to reading.
Does she or the vehicle look familiar or like somebody not necessarily on my client list, but you know how I see things sometimes?
You know what? I think you're going to need to roll and investigate for that. And this is at a -1.
Wait, I hope I opened that character sheet. There I did. Okay. Can I add streetwise?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be a straight roll then.
All right.
6 and a 4, 10.
You've occasionally seen people like this throughout town. Anytime that you look at them, you can never get the full detail. You just see a gray suit, no face, not even a presence. They seem to just blend in.
Okay. No, she's gonna do it. It was weird enough that Clyde knocked on her door. So she's gonna like put on a cardigan, because she's not quite in pajamas, but she's in like real comfy clothes. She's gonna put on like a cardigan and she's gonna go out and she's gonna lock her door behind her. And she's gonna walk up and like push the newspaper down on this woman. Hi.
Hi. And she folds up the newspaper and sticks it on the inside of her jacket. And as you're looking at her, you realize that you can't see her face.
Okay. Don't make me roll for it. She's gonna not physically she's internally reacting, but she's not physically reacting to that. She's just gonna keep staring because this woman had been staring at her. Waiting for it to be awkward enough that the woman says something.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. She's just going to continue staring because that woman had been looking at her. So she's going to stare and hopefully it will get awkward enough that the woman will speak.
Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Glad we can finally meet face to face.
Is it face to face?
And she takes off her hat. And she's, early 40s. She's got shorter hair. And she says, so I'm assuming then you found out that I'm watching over him?
Yeah. I got some eyes and ears.
Hmm.
What makes you interested in me? Why are you watching me?
It's not my interest. It's in the interest of my organization to keep track of interesting individuals.
Okay, what organization is that?
We've already spoken to one of your friends before. Morgan, I believe.
Okay. Morgan likes to kind of keep to herself. So just pretend like I don't know what you're talking about.
I work for an organization. Sorry, my dog's kind of going nuts. There's
okay.
a fire alarm. I work for an organization that tries to keep those who do not have powers like you safe. We try and keep things calm around the city in order for everyone's best interests.
And are you watching me because you think I'm gonna do something against your mission?
Quite the contrary, actually. We've seen what you and your crew have been able to do over the last few months. It's been very interesting.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Well, I was told to come here and keep an eye out for you, but should you ever need any help, you can give me a call. And she pulls out a card case and gives you a card that's blank on one side until she waves her hand over it, and it has a cell phone number and it just says Renee Webb.
Thank you. I will. I'd say you're being a little obvious, but now I'm thinking that people can't really see you. Okay. Do you need anything else?
Actually, yes, this was a bit of a quid pro quo situation. I'm looking for a man by the name of Avery Murdoch. You probably know him as Wednesday. Have you seen him?
Out of character. It's gonna haunt me forever that I said I was the note taker in episode 1, and then I never took notes again after that. Which one was Wednesday?
The PI.
Oh, yeah, okay. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
Okay. Well, if you spot him, please give me a call.
Is he going to survive you finding him?
You don't need to worry about that right now.
I kind of do. That's kind of like my whole thing.
I will not kill him if that is what you're implying. I just need to speak with him.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. And she gets off the hood of her car and starts walking over to the door.
Okay. Lexi will go back inside, relocking her door. She did just tell Clyde he could get something out of the cabinet. So would he still be in there raiding her cabinets?
Yeah, currently he is mowing down on a whole bag of pistachios.
That's fine. We'll clean that up later. Hey, Clyde, quick question.
What's up?
What could you actually see that chick? Could you see her face?
No, not really.
Did you try?
Look, I was just kind of in a hurry, but saw the newspaper, saw the hat, looked like a suit.
Yeah, it was. You got that right. Okay, cool. Please leave me things in the cabinet for the next time you come.
I just want these pistachios.
All right.
And so he just kind of grabs the rest of the bag with his mouth and starts scurrying off. Like not even a moment after he is out the window, you just hear, "These are my pistachios, motherfucker."
I would like to think that Brian then hopped up and closed the window. It's like, oh no, we're not bringing this into the house right now.
Oh shit. That's a good place to switch. Eeny, meeny, miny, Ruiz.
I'll say there's only 2 of us left.
So I eeny, meeny, miny that.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
It's 10 a.m. on a Thursday.
Yep.
Which
It's
means
nice and hazy out.
Yeah, which means she's probably on a job site. Thankfully, with the mist, it's probably a little bit colder, but we're just I think we're finishing up a duplex right now. We're doing painting, which for her and her guys, which are general contractors, this is pretty chill. It's a brand new residence, so there's no one else around but us. So we've got a speaker going. We're chilling, getting some primer down, and yeah, probably just in some. We probably just started since 10. Probably like 3 hours.
So one of your hands is like getting stuff ready for the spray nozzle and trying to clear off anything off of the mixing paddle, and he says, "Hey, Hippie, you hear about this thing going on over at the old folks' home?"
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently one of the residents died. Like nobody understands how that happened, but like it's not just they died because they were old. They found them outside.
Like that. They know nothing?
Nah, man. They're over there right now. They're just down the street. Isn't that where who I thought you had somebody over there at Greener Pastures?
Yeah, Mateo. You know what? Y'all be good. Y'all gonna be good for like half an hour. I want to run over and check. Make sure he's okay.
No, we got this. Don't even worry about it.
All right. Call me, me.
All right.
She heads out. Once that grabs her Carhartt jacket, throws over. She's in. She sort of dresses like a old school construction worker, like the type you would see like sitting on beams on skyscrapers from like photos in the 50s. Like, heavy work pants, usually like either like the company t-shirt, union t-shirt, or suspenders, keeping work pants up. Throws her card over. She's a very solidly built person. She's like probably like 5'5", almost perfectly square. And she's Probably, yeah. She's just gonna take the truck. I know it's not that far, but there's a new guy that's been eyeing some for Milwaukee gear, and she hasn't fully vetted him yet.
All right. So you start driving down the street. You pass by this biker bar, where you notice there's just a slew of bikes, but you instantly recognize one of them as what did I say her name was? Mariana? No.
It was Mariana.
Oh, it was Mariana. Okay. Yeah. So you instantly recognize this bike as Mariana's. It's got the picture of a mermaid on one side that's been stylized. On the other, there's like a tribal Aztec style of artwork that's on the other. But there's nobody outside. Everybody's, you can hear it at the stoplight when you pull up right before you turn to go to greener pastures. It is loud in there. It sounds violent. It sounds like a ruckus, but it is a party.
Híjala, it's 10 a.m. I got any jobs.
It's 4 o'clock.
She just sees all those bikes out, knows Mariana's in there, and just rolls her eyes.
And then you just keep going.
Yeah.
All right. As you pull into the lot, there's already a couple of people just kind of milling about. They don't necessarily look like police. They look more like some of the staff from the home. There's one guy walking around in a uniform, but what really catches your eye is a single black SUV that looks really out of place for this kind of neighborhood. It's way too nice.
Okay. Do I see anyone inside? Are the windows tinted? Or
Windows are all tinted, like every single one of them.
Like heavy,
Yeah.
not street legal tint? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think if the staff that are standing outside, do any of them have the air of, or maybe they have slightly their uniform of, a supervisor or a manager?
There's one person who's dressed more like one of the orderlies. There's another person that looks more like a groundskeeper, and the last one seems just like in street clothes, but they're still wearing like scrub bottoms.
Oh, okay, so yeah, probably someone the messaging shifts. Are they all standing together?
No, they're just kind of milling about right now outside.
Okay,
And there is a police cordon, like off of to one side.
While standing on the opposite side, so like still in the parking lot of the cordon, can I get the groundskeeper's attention?
Yeah. So he stops, says, "Can I help you, ma'am?"
Hey, yeah, sorry. I heard something happened. I know you're busy. I'll be on. Do you know the name of the individual who passed?
Oh yeah, Igor. He says, "Yeah, Igor. Igor Bajnov. He's a nice man, very quiet man."
Okay. Do you know if they're letting visitors in right now?
Yeah,
Maybe I
yeah,
have
yeah.
the number and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Igor Baljanov?
Yeah, Bajnov. Hold on, I'll get you the spelling here. There we go. I'm gonna put that in the Discord for you. There you go.
Okay.
Put that there. For everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna head into. I'm just gonna head into the front.
Okay. Sid, what are you up to? Jane.
Huh?
Said, Jane. Damn you, daylight savings.
Well, Jane is asleep in her studio, but she has kind of a. You know how when dust gets everywhere when something's been left for like 2 or 3 years without cleaning?
Yeah.
Film cells all around the studio, just like a layer of dust, where she's been going through them as much as she can. And she's just fitfully sleeping, not even under the covers.
All right. Well, you are startled awake as somebody starts pounding on your door.
Then she like bursts awake, and all of the film cells disappear, and it still takes her a minute to get her bearings. She almost goes over on the counter and grabs the box with the razors in it, but she thinks better of it and goes to the door and looks in the peephole.
You see a tall man with some stubble and an eye patch standing right out front of your door, looking rather impatient.
Keeping the chain on the door, she will open it briefly, be like, "What the fuck do you want?"
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Why the fuck are you asleep?
"I worked until last call at 3 a.m.
Fair enough.
Who the fuck are you?"
I know your friend, Julian.
Ah, fuck. She looks down, sees she has clothes on, grabs her shoes from next to the door, and opens up and walks out. "Not here. Just whatever. Let's walk somewhere."
Gotcha. And he starts, heading out the door.
Jane will follow.
Once you're, decent distance away, he doesn't bother looking at you. He says, "I need an outside opinion on something."
Okay. Is she getting anything from him as far as thoughts go?
He's got a lot of thoughts, various cases, but the one thing that is preoccupying him is the death of his father.
Okay. What you need?
My father died yesterday night. They said he took a header off the top roof. I don't believe that. No, I wouldn't involve anybody in something like this. I'd take this on myself. But given how close it is, I think I need to be objective here, especially with my brother involved.
Okay. I've got a whole lot of pronouns and non-proper nouns. I'm going to need some details if I can give you anything.
My father's dead. I need you to look into it.
I don't think that you have given me your name.
Wednesday. You can call me Wednesday.
Okay. All right. How the fuck did you know where I live?
I got eyes everywhere. And as he says that, a raven flies onto a tree branch and caws directly down on top of you.
Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Okay. All right. What's your father's name?
Igor Bashnov.
And you said you know Julian.
Yeah. That case that y'all did, one with the freaky rabbit and his boyfriend doing drugs, screwing over the Russians.
Okay. So here's the deal. I really want to help you, but also this shit is starting to... If I get too many more of these things to look into, I ain't going to be able to make rent.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a manila envelope. How about that?
She'll take a look on the inside of the envelope.
10 grand.
Okay. Yup, you got it. That'll work.
That should set you up for a while.
Yeah. She's mentally doing the math, and like if she kept it all for herself, like it would be almost 2 years of rent.
I'm supposed to meet with my brother in about an hour. Greener Pastures. You know where that is?
I know how to use Google.
It's at the edge of the old quarter.
Okay.
Try and be there on time, please. I really don't want to have to deal with this man by myself.
Yeah. All right.
And he starts walking away.
She will text Morgan and Lexi. Well, I guess we still have the group thread, so I guess Julian's in there. But she'll send out the text explaining what's going on and offering a split on the money that she was just offered.
You get an auto reply from Julian's number. It says, "I'm on vacation."
Okay.
Which actually leads me back over to Morgan.
Hi, sorry, I just sneezed.
You're all good. So you received this text message.
That Julian's on vacation.
Well, that one too, but you get the one about being splitting the money.
Oh. Hmm. I think she texts back. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not going to keep all this myself. And I could really use both your help.
No, that's not what I meant.
$333.
No, and she texts back like, "That's not what I meant. Do you think this is a good idea?"
I never really thought about that part. I guess it just made sense.
If this is a group text, can I
Yeah.
also say something?
Yo.
Lexi says, Lexi types back, what was this person wearing?
I'm guessing like a detective trench.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, it's
or
the
did you say that
classic.
it was Wednesday? Because I would have recognized Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
I
it was a
recognize
guy that
Wednesday?
called himself Wednesday.
Would I recognize Wednesday?
I don't think you've met Wednesday, but I mean, if somebody described him, then you probably would have.
The exact description probably would have been some fucker with an eye patch that called himself Wednesday.
All right, so like I guess we'll say Morgan asked, like, what did this guy look like? I just saw him. Oh, I just saw him today at work. Said I should have talked to you guys, but I guess you guys are talking to me now, so. And also asked about Julian. You guys got the same message from him by any chance?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. I guess I'll trust you on this one, Jane.
Lexi says I'm in.
I'm in too, by the way, just to clarify.
Thanks for the clarification.
No problem. Thumbs up.
All right. So, do you, Jane, send the address to everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Louise, right before you start walking in, a small a small convoy of black SUVs pull in. They all have the same tint job, and one of them is larger than the others, and you can clearly tell one of them has suicide doors.
Okay.
Also about this time that you see a black Charger, an old school Charger, driving in, and how does everybody else get here?
How far is here?
Yeah.
So let me see here. I think from where Morgan works, it's probably only like a 20-minute walk. It's a 5-minute drive. And then for you, Lexi, it's probably like a 10 to 15-minute bike ride.
Okay, yeah, she would arrive on her bike.
Wait, so 20-minute drive you said for me?
20-minute walk.
Oh, 20-minute walk. I guess I'm walking.
Otherwise, if you want to drive, it's only going to take like 5 minutes.
I don't think Morgan has a car.
Would Jane know that?
I mean, have there ever been any instance? Well,
I
I
think
mean,
so,
I think the only
because
times I've. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
I think possibly we would know that because Julian wasn't Julian the driver, or has Jane been driving?
Jane's driven some.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably ask Jane to pick me up so I didn't have to haul my bike around, and then we'd probably pick up Morgan.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yay! We're all going together. Yippee!
In the car, I would have brought up the person that was outside my house.
Oh.
Because they know Morgan.
Oh yeah, that did happen twice.
So somebody's been stalking us?
Yeah.
trust them?
Did I never mention that to you guys?
No, you didn't.
Oh.
They're weird as hell.
Well, to be fair, a lot has happened.
It is true. They're also looking for Wednesday, and now we're working for Wednesday. So, yeah, just FYI. I'm not quite going to mention it yet, but yeah,
Well, I'll be on the lookout for newspapers.
we're just people you can't see. Oh, wait. People whose faces are all blurry. Gray seems to be a common theme, I guess. Anyway,
Fair.
What kind of vehicle does Jane have?
That's a fantastic question, and I have it written down here. She has a black 1995 Chevy Lumina.
Awesome.
What Lumina?
Chevy.
In 1995?
Yep.
Chevy Lumina.
So, Montserrat, you see the convoy, the black Charger, and like not more than a minute later, the Lumina pulling into the parking lot.
That's a cute looking car.
Right? You're muted.
My bad. Seeing the convoy pull, is like, are there so many SUVs? Are there suicide doors? Like, and then, is that a goddamn Lumina? What the-
So from the Charger, you see a man get out. He is, probably about 6'1", wearing a gray suit. His coat blows a little bit with the wind, and you notice that he's packing heat in a shoulder holster.
Hmm.
And the gun is about the size of your arm.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I think, like, hearing all these cars pull up as she's like walking up the main pathway, looks a little confused. Not that confused, because there was an incident. Assuming people are also showing up to check on their people, like I am. Although the convoy rolling up is a little weird. I think she takes a second to like count the cars in her head, try to get a look at who's driving them, and then we'll head inside to the front desk area if she needs to check in, or just straight to her uncle's room.
Okay. So as you're heading in, I'll give you this a little bit before you go all the way in there. The larger SUV opens up, and a man that's about 6'8", 6'9", just walks out of there like a beast.
Mhm.
There's somebody holding an umbrella, like as high up as they can to get over his head, and then they start heading towards the door.
That feels a little mean.
And then I'll get into the scene where you check in here in a second. For the rest of you, you all see this man get out, and Wednesday is like, son of a bitch. All right, let's do this.
Wait, where was Wednesday?
He's sitting right next to his car, and he's waiting on you to come on out.
Okay.
Sorry, how far away was I when I heard the phrase "Let's do this"?
He's parked closer to the entrance, so maybe about 30 feet. He said it loud enough for everybody to hear.
Okay, Montserrat like goes in, immediately gets down. She knows what those words mean, and she saw what that man was packing. So she is going to get herself to half cover and then like stay low to try to like peek out. Yes.
Man, get down. Man, get down. I'm sorry.
The reception staff is just looking at you going, "Are you okay?"
Might not be in a minute. Depending on how this goes.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Oh, they look dangerous, but they know better to do anything here.
When Lexi gets out, because I assume, but I'm not making the statement that everybody gets out to follow Wednesday.
Yeah.
But Lexi gets out because she's not doing a super thorough search, but she is doing like a perception sort of look, and we'll come back to this later, for nests. Bird, squirrel, any sort of creature nests in the trees that are around the building.
Okay. I need you to roll me an investigate. Hold on. -4.
Oh, okay. Good thing I said we're coming back to this later.
And you can do it later if you want. Right now it's at a -4.
No, she's gonna, because it will influence how she does things later. Okay, so I would like to add the power tag animals. I don't remember why it just says animals, but it just says animals. And streetwise.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, that works.
Okay, so it'll be -2.
I think it's supposed to say speak with animals, because that's what mine says.
No, speak with animals is under adaptation. Just straight animals is under expression.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
animals.
I think it may be what my abilities affect.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so 8 - 2 is 6.
You cannot sense anything. It there's like this oppressive feeling going around you, and you're taking the first status of the session. You're taking a hold on, where the hell is it? There it is. Observed 1.
Yeah, that's weird. I just kind of continue following, but like the looking around. Whoa.
There it is.
The looking around for nests sort of takes a little bit of a paranoid turn, like becomes a little more jerky. Anyway.
Well, as we're getting out of the car, Jane is gonna it's kind of like a fish swimming in water at this point, where she's like separating out minds and what people are thinking.
So Wednesday starts walking up to this large man, and they exchange some rather tense words in Russian to each other before walking inside. So
Once that sees them like start talking and then start walking towards the door, she'll stand up from behind the plant she assigned mine, and just go up to the receptionist like, yeah, here to see Abel Plaza.
Oh yes, he is currently in the dining hall. No, hold on, let me double check. Oh no, he's in like the little dance hall area. He's just hanging out with some of the other residents.
Cool. All right, thank you.
You know how he loves his dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
And before you leave, I have something to read to everybody now that you're all inside. Let's see here. From the outside, the Greener Pastures retirement home looks like a fancy, if understated, hotel. It looks that way from the inside too, or at least in the lobby. The carpeting is a dark emerald green, clean and vacuum beneath your feet. What may be a kind of elevator music, or perhaps just tunes from a bygone era, or both, floats through the lobby. Dapper residents walking with canes cross your path, while orderlies push the less mobile around in wheelchairs in the dance hall.
So, yeah, she's gonna try to get into the dance hall before this large stream of people, more than she's used to at once.
So it's only the 2 tall gentlemen that actually walk in. Everybody else stays outside, except for, obviously, for the crew. And so as you're walking away, you kind of hear them talking to the receptionist. And an older gentleman, black man wearing this really fine tailored suit, comes up to them and says, I'm so sorry for your loss. We have some paperwork to do. I've got the reports here. I'm sure the police want to speak to you, but let's go have this discussion in my office. And Wednesday looks at the rest of you and says, "My father's room's upstairs. Just take a quick peek around, see if you find anything."
Understood.
And so Wednesday and Ivan start leaving. Does anybody remember the name Ivan coming up?
It's so Russian here. I don't. I feel like probably.
Wait, is Ivan the big tall guy? Was he the one? No. I think Ivan was the guy that was after the girl last time.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah! Ding ding ding! Do we win anything?
Yeah, you win the fact that he is the head of the Bratva.
Oh,
It makes
my
sense
gosh!
that exposition remembered that.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Wait, and that's Wednesday's brother?
Yeah.
God damn! No wonder people are after us.
Okay, while we are there and before we go up to the thing, the guy that was in charge that took Wednesday and Ivan, I want to try to get a read on him.
Look beyond the mist. And actually,
Oh, I was trying to read thoughts.
I will tell you this now. If you decide to investigate to read thoughts, you will be taking the risk.
Do it, Sam.
Bucket we ball.
All right.
Do it.
Take the risk.
Okay. Am I still doing the tags that I would do?
Yes.
Okay.
It's still a power tag move.
So, zone of yappy yappy. Talk at me. Can't escape thoughts. An easy distraction. The pendulum swings. Somebody that I used to know. Probably would invoke heavy from falling.
Which one is that one?
That's the weakness tag under defining event.
Okay.
And to bring that back up, bullshit detector.
Sure. I'm also invoking a -3.
Okay. Still a +3,
Jane is good at one thing.
and very good at it.
Very, very, very good.
That's a 10.
Damn. Okay. So, a couple of things happen here, and I have to kind of explain the mechanics behind this a little bit.
Okay.
As you start to look at this man, you feel an oppressive weight of the mist on you. You can kind of hear his thoughts for a moment, very muddled, like they're going through water, or actually, a better analogy would be like the sound was turned all the way down on an old film reel. And then suddenly you start to hear the screams of people, like from all sides. It's overwhelming. And then it dies down a little bit. And it's not like painful screams, it sounds more like angry chants. You get to ask your questions now, because that would have been a -4 had it not been for the fact that something is helping you.
Okay. So I have 3 questions.
Correct.
Okay. Where is this power coming from? Is it coming from him, in other words, or is it coming from the building? Like,
I'm going to need you to be a little more specific on this. You got to choose one or the other.
okay. Is the power that is overwhelming coming from him?
It is coming not just from him, but around him.
Okay. What are the mental threats in this room? Like, if I'm looking for like powerful minds.
You feel the overwhelming sensation that you are being watched. And it's not just video cameras. There is something legendary that is watching you from every angle of this building.
Okay. So anytime I use powers in here, it's going to be this difficult. Is there a way to scramble this so that we can use our abilities for this investigation?
At the moment, you do not know. However, there is that chanting coming back as if they're saying, help us, and we'll help you.
Okay. I'm going to regret this. Can I look beyond the mist to find the the source of the chanting?
Sure.
Okay. That's a +1.
Is it?
For
Sure.
Mythos?
I thought you had 2.
No,
I guess
not yet.
so.
I've got my personality is Fade Crack 2, so that'll be changing soon. But let's do this. That's an 8.
All right. You start feeling overwhelmed by this sound of chanting. And as you're looking around, it almost looks like an old village that's on fire. You see these spectral figures running around with like pitchforks and makeshift weapons and torches, and they're chanting and trying to fight back against an unseen force. You realize that this is coming from the building itself.
Okay. That's going to be one of those that Jane was getting ready to like go to the thing, and she all of a sudden takes a step back and like sits down on one of the like benches in the foyer, and just
Whoa.
her mouth is gaped open.
Whoa, Jane, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, just a little lightheaded.
Do you need is it a thing that we can help your lightheadedness? go away with food or water?
A little weird here.
I'm just getting one of those migraines I get.
Oh.
And you've never heard Jane talk about migraines.
No, I feel like that was code for
Yeah.
some overwhelming brain voice thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
Lexi's
see you.
still gonna be like, when you say that, she's gonna like be looking around again.
Okay. Let's do this and get it done. I hope I don't regret taking this job later.
So you start heading over to Igor's room, going over to Montserrat. Montserrat, your uncle's over there playing dominoes with a couple of the other, residents, and he slaps down one of his tiles and goes, "Take that, cabrons! I got you! It's the fourth game in a row. Oye, mija, ¿qué pedo?
¿Quién va a check on you, Don Abel?
Oh, it's been real nice here. Except for this poor guy. Feel real bad for him. Igor was really nice.
You know?
Kinda. He kept to himself mostly, but he was chill.
Okay.
Hey, did you bring any modelos?
I came from work. Why would I bring Modelo?
Cabrona. Okay. They won't let me
Also-
have this stuff.
Because you're on dialysis.
I know, but I need a modelo. They won't even let me have carne asada. Stuck here eating this
You're-
white people food.
Because your blood pressure. I'll find you. We'll figure something out.
Yo no quiero comer, okay? Yo no comer y white rice. Yo quiero carne asada.
I will bring you. I'll ask.
Champorado. I want the fat.
Your cholesterol. You're okay. Yeah. See, this is why we put your ass here.
No. Your mom put my ass in here because she can't stand me.
That's also why, because you had the whole neighborhood convinced that she was, trying to Kathy Bates misery you, when we're just trying to keep you alive.
She wouldn't bring me menudo. How are you telling me that wasn't misery?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you're okay. I will see what I can do to bring you something in that's a little less sodium, but still has some flavor.
Bring me a taco or something.
I don't. I like Lena's like, these people think salt is the only seasoning.
No, that's why I need you to save me. Mija, please. I don't think you understand. These gringos can cook.
I will see what I can do about the food. But are you? And I'm gonna need you to be serious for a second. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. You still got my number, right?
See?
You still remember how to use your phone, right?
Of course I know how to use it. When people piss me off, I chuck it at their face.
That's why I have to bring one every month.
Hey, listen,
Wait,
I haven't thrown this one in like 2 months, okay? I've not thrown this one in 2 months.
All right, let's keep it that way.
There's no guarantees. Mija, listen.
Yeah.
Oh, come here. And he stands up with his walker and, kind of hobbles over to a corner away from the table. He says, the food aside, right? This place is really nice. Well, it was, but like, got all these people coming in. Never seen them before.
Like new residents or?
No, new staff. I don't know, maybe over 3/4 of the staff have changed.
That's fast.
I know it's been like less than a month, maybe a month exactly. I don't know, but like almost all the staff's gone. Got all these crazy vatos in here. They're just like kind of keeping everybody. I don't know, not malo, but like almost sedated.
Like sedated, like with drugs or just like
I don't know, man. Okay, so you see that guy over there, one in the wheelchair?
Mm.
Yeah, he used to be a boxer, right? And out of everybody here, he was raring to go. He wanted to get back in there like he was Mike Tyson. But now look at him. He just sits there. It started like not that long ago. Not only that, but some of the residents that have been coming in, or some of the residents that have been here, they're like, we had a couple of people that have died in the last, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks. They were strong as oxes, but Oh, they're saying that they just died one night in their sleep. I don't believe that for a minute. So I keep my head down. Doesn't stop me from complaining about the food, but I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is I need you to convince your mom to take me out this fucking place so I can go back home and my goddamn modelos and my carne asada. Okay? I quiero una torta. In more ways than one.
I don't need all that. Okay. No, that's not good. All right. You know what? I want you to start calling me at night. If more of this shit starts happening, we're gonna pull you. All right.
I
But like you said, don't keep your head down. Don't cause any scenes.
all right.
Right?
Hey, Mija, tell me, you ever heard of this General Sow chicken? I didn't know that fucking chickens could be generals and shit.
That's not a real guy.
Sounds like a real guy, because I mean that shit was
So-
good. It's like the only thing these gringos can cook right.
Okay, yeah. I'll take you to a real Chinese place one of these days. All right.
All right, let's go. Need me some MSG.
All right, not too much, but a little bit, you know.
Okay. I got you, Mia. Hey, I love you. All right, you
Love
take
you
good
too.
care of me. I like your mom. Fuck your mom, but I love you.
I'll tell you said that.
Don't you dare, cabrona. She'll fucking keep me here the rest of my life.
I'm glad you're doing okay though.
Let's see here. 1 second. All right, I think we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to keep going. I'll see y'all in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to keep on keeping on here. So last we left off, Monserrat was talking with her uncle, who had mentioned that there was some weird things going around the place. And the rest of our crew had started to go upstairs when Jane had a bit of an issue with her visions. But now they're heading upstairs, so we're going to go into that scene. Once you make it up to the landing, there's an elderly lady walking with a cane, and she stops in front of Morgan, she stops in front of the group, but like points at Morgan and says, "I know you. You look like my granddaughter."
Do I recognize this woman?
Not at all.
Okay.
Even sound like my granddaughter, all dark and broody. And she starts pinching your cheeks.
Morgan steps away, like in like a, you know.
And then, she goes, "Wait, you're not my granddaughter. You're just another one of those gothy kids. I'm sorry. My memory isn't what it used to be."
Okay.
And then she just keeps hobbling on.
Alright.
Located just above the main floor, Igor Bazhanov's room stands, a nearly barren, lifeless room, barely reflecting the man who lives there. Like a motel room made up for a new guest, beds are made with sheets and pressed. What? Beds are made and sheets are pressed. Many of what could be considered personal effects remain: books, stationery, favorite knickknacks, and the like. Staff have clearly already been through here, but it's hardly been ransacked. All the old man's clothes are neatly folded in drawers, and there are suits still in the dry cleaning bags. Igor Bazhanov could have been anything from a hoarding slob to a fastidious clean freak, but in death, his room is little more than a curated museum of who he may have been. It's almost like the last bits of Mr. Bazhanov's life have been packed away into tiny cardboard coffins, so that someone can cart them away.
Okay. Well, after what happened to me, I hesitate to say use your abilities.
Yeah, now that we've got like a minor amount of privacy, what happened?
I went to hear things like I usually do, and there was this chanting. It was really intense. Basically asking me to help them.
That's weird.
I have no idea.
Lexi's going to start looking at the books.
All right, roll me an investigate,
Okay.
if the kitty will allow.
Well, the problem is he's just so big.
Just grow a second pair of arms. Easy.
And also so much fur. I don't think I have anything to add to this. I'm not really the looking type. I just am looking to see if maybe any of these books were like kind of what kind of books he kept, and then also if any of them are journals. But I'm not going to add anything because I don't think I am.
Okay.
Oh, these are hard to read. Ooh, that's only 3 + 2 5.
So some of the books that you're looking at, some of it is in Russian, so you have no clue what the title says.
And that's it.
Yep, that's it. Unless
Cool.
you want to keep looking around.
No, we'll see what everybody else is up to. Hey.
May I look around?
Yeah. Roll me an investigate.
2d6, right?
Yep.
I don't think I add anything here.
You can if you want. Let's see if you have anything. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, you got stuff you can add. Threads of Fate, Death Upon Your Shoulder, Glorified Fortune Teller.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to invoke your Silent Eyes weakness on your familiar.
So it's only 2?
Yep, +2. But you get
Okay,
mentioned.
so 6. In total, it was 4 + 2.
Okay.
Can I use a help point?
Yeah, if you got one.
I do.
Oh gosh, was that laugh a bad laugh? Like, haha, you're not going to see anything.
I mean, technically, but now that Jane is coming in with the assist, that puts it to a 7. Jane, how do you assist?
I just caught what Morgan was doing. So what was the search taking place?
Just looking around the room.
Jane, I mean, it's kind of based on fate, right?
I mean, I would say that's in Morgan's court because it leans more into the whole visions of death thing, but
Visions of death. Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
fate and visions of death.
tell me if this sounds about right, that Jane, like, she's feeling it hard. And after that, I feel like she might just, like, lean over someplace. And by doing that, Morgan's eye looking over at her, like, catches something that she would have missed otherwise.
Yeah, that works. So, Morgan, you have 3 questions you can ask.
Oh, yay. I'm great at coming up with questions.
Remember, you can crowdsource.
All right. Well, is a suitable question. Does anything stand out to me?
Yeah, actually, that is a good one. You notice that the sort of the nightstand that Jane is leaning up against. There's a cardboard box with a bunch of books. It was the one that Lexi was trying to look at, but really couldn't read it. You start seeing that some of the books are no longer in Cyrillic. You see a paperback copy of The Awakening.
It's Cyrillic.
Cyrillic is Russian. Cyrillic is the Russian script.
Oh, wait. So some of the books are in Cyrillic and some of them aren't?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Haha, Lexi.
The one that Lexi saw was in Cyrillic, but that has since been jostled by Jane leaning up against the nightstand.
Oh, okay. Haha, Lexi.
So it does draw your attention to it. You find a paperback copy of The Awakening, a hardback copy of A Tale of Two Cities, a playbill for a local production of Death of a Salesman, and a VHS copy of Hamlet.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting.
So it's a bunch of books about death.
Oh, I didn't catch that at all.
Well, it is a bunch of books about
On a VHS tape.
Yeah, a bunch of books in a VHS tape where the main character is committing or contemplates suicide as a form of necessity or noble sacrifice.
Okay. Does anything like, I guess other than like the obvious stuff that's just been moved, but does anything look like it's been recently like moved or touched in comparison to like other things?
Let's take a look. Okay, so it does look like part of the air conditioning vent. Excuse me. Part of the air conditioning vent looks like there is some leftover like vent fluff that has been kind of swept away. So like the area looks clean, but the rest of it is still kind of, covered in gunk.
All right. right. So I'm on my last question, right?
Mhm.
Anyone got any ideas?
I apologize because I've been distracted by the B plot of this episode, which is Hank wants my Cheerios. He's doing everything in his power to get my Cheerios.
I can see him eyeing.
Is there? I guess the only other thing that I'm thinking is, what was your second question?
Does anything look like it's been recently moved in comparison to anything else besides the obvious of like that box
Yeah.
and stuff?
I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
I literally almost rephrased your question. That's how thorough your question was.
Oh, thank you.
Can't you hold questions?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You want to
I
hold
can-
it?
I guess
See
I'll-
if something else pops up.
I'll hold a question.
No.
All right.
Sorry.
Does Jane want to do an inspection quick?
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Friend in the stacks.
Okay.
Never forget a face. She has an eidetic memory.
Yep.
Somebody that I used to know.
I'm gonna say no on this one.
That's fair. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Okay. So +2.
Unless you think talk at me.
Actually, yes, that one would work.
Okay,
Well, +3.
that's 11.
All right. Something you notice while you're doing a look around is that inside one of the dressers, like the drawer doesn't close all the way. And if you reach in there, you notice that there's a false bottom to the upper part of the dresser.
Okay, I will take a look inside there.
Let's see here. Buried and hidden in a false bottom of the dresser drawers are letters addressed to Otya, which is Russian for father. The notes are otherwise written in English and are the standard fare. We'll visit, send money soon. But other details vary wildly from letter to letter. Some letters speak in vague euphemisms such as the upcoming profitable business venture and new markets opening up. Others are more blatant, talking about stakeouts of suspected drug dens masquerading as tea shops or an attempt to reunite an ex-con with her long-lost child. Furthermore, Avery Wednesday Murdoch has appeared or have been mentioned in other cases. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. I'm not supposed to read that part. That's my own notes.
Thank
So-
you.
I mean, you already knew Wednesday was mentioned multiple times.
Yeah.
But if you look at the letters, you'll see that some of them are written in Cyrillic, and the ones that are not say, usually end with the words, "Love your son, Alexei."
I'm going to ask because Lexi said she knew Wednesday, right?
We met Wednesday through Julian. I don't know about who else was present, but I remember meeting Wednesday through Julian once.
Oh, but you heard his name.
Yes.
Wednesday. Is his name Alexei?
Isn't it Avery?
Avery.
I was asking the DM.
Yes, his name is Avery.
No, his name is Avery. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe he uses two names.
That's possible.
They're similar, but they're not that similar. What's the last name?
Is there a last name written?
Not on those, no.
Okay.
No last name given.
But if it's a son, you might assume it's Veshnov.
Well, not if Alexei is a married daughter. That was a joke. Is Wednesday in the room?
No, he's off dealing with the manager and his brother.
Seeing the false bottom, are there any other compartments like that in any of the furniture?
No,
Question 1.
no, there is not. However, going back to an answer that I had given to Morgan, there is another place for you to look. Unless Morgan went to go look at that.
I think I was just kind of looking around. So I think that other part she hasn't looked at yet.
Okay.
I gotta click on all the stuff.
Alexei ain't seen shit. Well, that's you.
This might be a weird question. I'm not sure if it would fall under investigation. Does the mist feel less heavy, equally heavy, or more heavy than it does in other parts of the
It is significantly heavier in the presence inside the building.
What about in the room specifically?
Not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily. It's just a general feeling of
Okay.
mess being heavy throughout the building. Also, real quick before you continue your investigation, something I forgot to say, Monserrat, you did notice Jane walking upstairs.
Okay.
So if you saw Jane and went, I know them. Anyways, back to the investigation. So yes, you do have another spot you can check, and it's based on what Morgan had seen.
Then I'll pocket the last question and wait for us to take a look at that.
Cool. Does anybody want to check out that vent, or are we not sus enough for that?
I could check it since I'm the one that looked at it.
Well, we found our imposter.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
right.
Amogus.
So yeah, if you go up to the vent, Morgan, and you just kind of lift it, it comes out real easily. You'll notice that there is no airflow coming through that particular vent, and if you reach inside, you'll find let's see here, crammed down and crumpled into the air conditioning vent are flyers. Flyers, announcements, and invitations to attend various community events in the dance hall and special event dinners in the cafeteria. Not even half of these are addressed to Igor. He's been stealing from his neighbors. A recurring name on these invitations are to a Mr. Giovanni Lupo.
Hey guys, look at this. And then she grabs them and, shows it to the other two.
I wonder
Jane will
why-
come over and take a look.
Wonder why he was taking this other person's stuff, other than it runs in the family.
Dang.
Oh, Jane doesn't have a smartphone.
Lexi does. Do you need? You're gonna ask Lexi to do something.
Could either you search up that name?
GM.
Yeah.
You mind if I shove myself in the scene
Oh,
real
absolutely.
quick?
Like a wreck.
From the doorway, the three of you is like, "Excuse me, y'all work here?"
I'm gonna need to use my D.
Montserrat's standing there. Her uncle lives on this floor, so she went to hide him some treats in his room so he could find later. And then came by, saw this door open and all the boxes and three randos rummaging through. Sees the vent. Oh, that's a hazard. And construct person who has to be responsible for on-site safety clicks on and immediately walks over and starts digging out. It's like, what the hell is this?
This is an active. This is an active investigation.
Takes out a
Lexi's
flashlight.
gonna
Are y'all
put her
cops?
hand- No.
We were hired by the family.
Did Lexi put her hand out to try to stop Montserrat?
Just a little bit.
Okay. I don't know you. Respectfully, that's a horrible idea.
I am full of those. I just don't want you to contaminating the evidence.
Are you guys like PIs or something? Are those real?
What's the matter with you?
My uncle's here, and now some weird people are rummaging around his dead friend's room.
Wait,
So they were friends.
Do I know you?
They were friendly. They knew each other. Do you work at a bar by the docks?
Val's Hall, yeah.
Yeah. Me and my guys come in every once in a while from the union, from the local 939.
Okay.
Okay, is your uncle also friends with? And then Lexi says the name.
Maybe I'll ask. I can ask him. He's downstairs.
We were just hired by the guy's son to take a look at things. That's all.
Which one?
The
You
one
are?
with the eye patch.
Oh, that's you guys leans like you guys know who the brother of that guy is, right?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
God damn it.
Sort of.
Okay.
I just want my snack.
Okay. All right. Just so you know, we're getting into. Just be real careful. So you guys are looking into the death.
Yeah. And just so you know, we've been swimming with the sharks for a while. It's not like something we like to do, but
Sometimes
I get it.
life happens, whether you wanted to or not.
Okay. Well, all right. Is there Is there like a roll or a move I could do to see if these people actually give a shit?
Yeah, that'd be an investigate.
Okay.
No, we're in it for the money. Those sweet bucks with a capital
Okay.
E.
All right. So, investigate. What do I have that would be helpful for this? Okay. So. If I okay, we've been talking for a little bit. Montserrat is a in this is one of her power tags. I specifically wrote this. Montserrat is has a personality theme, and one of the tags is handsome, not pretty, not beautiful. She's handsome.
Oh no. That will be.
And also has the power tag everybody's friend. So if I get these 3 talking, maybe even if I could add made of stronger stuff, if that feels applicable here.
I'm gonna say no, but I want to argue break room cheeseman.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
So that'll be a +3.
Yeah. Because the guys go to the bar more than I do, so I've heard a little bit about Jane. Or probably they would just say like the buff one. Okay. So I have a +3 to this. Okay. 5, okay, it's a 5 on the die. 6, 8, okay. So it's only an 8.
Okay. And what were you investigating? Whether or not they give a shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, body language shows that they are, doing a serious job. They are actually looking and being as thorough as they can be.
Yeah.
Body language, at least one of them is just like, yeah, I'm here. Unfortunately,
but that seems to be like this person's default. Like this isn't like they're, because of the situation in particular. Broadly, like most places, they would seem like I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she would. Morgan would definitely look like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we know exactly who Alec was describing.
I had a feel. I didn't want to say. I'm just sorry.
Sorry,
yeah.
it's my resting bitch face.
I actually have an answer straight up from Jane if you want it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, since you've heard about Jane, she handles a rough part of town. There is probably a story that's been circulating around from about 3 to 6 months ago where somebody got a little too handsy with one of the bar patrons and she broke his arm.
Media points in Montserrat's head. I was like, aren't they?
Like, the thing is, she's always been known as a hard nose, but the person you're looking at is tired and has a lot softer eyes than the legend that you've heard of.
Right.
Can I throw something about Lexi? The impression you're getting from Lexi is like, she doesn't trust you, and it's not personal. She doesn't trust anyone she doesn't know. Like, she is on guard.
Okay.
She is also a little dodgy, because I still assume I have that tag that makes me feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah, you still got that.
Anybody.
Okay. Lena, 3 of you. What was the name again on the flyers?
Giovanni Lupo. You know this name because he is also one of the residents in this hall.
Okay. Well, how about this? I'm not in your guys' line of work, but I'll do you a favor, ask my uncle about this guy. If you guys are serious about figuring out what's going on. Looking at all the letters and stuff. Are the letters out? Are they visible if she steps into the room? She'll look at the letter, point at the name, the sign name, Alexei. It's like, I don't know if you guys know much about Russian culture. It's very common to have a business name, a name you use with family, a name you use with friends, one with lovers. It's like, try reading a Russian novel. It's complicated as shit. But just so you know, that might not be that person's only name.
With how much interaction we've had with Ralph lately, we should probably learn some of this shit.
Yeah. Well, we can also just ask Wednesday when they're done with their paperwork.
True.
And one more thing. 75% of the staff is new, as in starting the last month, and certain people are acting way more subdued and sedate since coming here.
Do you know if this is the only resident that's passed?
Yep, you took it out of my mouth.
This is the weirdest one, but no, not the only one.
Okay.
This one's only weird because they found him outside.
Okay. I was in this because I felt I had to because he showed up on my doorstep. But if more of this shit's happening, then we really need to get into it.
I'm gonna go talk to my uncle. He's downstairs.
All right. Thank you.
No, Lexi wouldn't ask to go. I was thinking somebody should go, but Lexi wouldn't be the one to do it.
Actually, could I go with you just to have another pair of ears around?
Yeah, sure. You work for a living, so he'd probably like you.
Also, if you do want to fix that vent, do you have like gloves or something you could wear?
I've got work. Yeah, I've got work clothes. Like tucked in her jacket. She takes out like, not like, clean neural gloves, but like sturdy work gloves with grips.
Okay.
That might be a good idea so Brother Big and Scary doesn't come in here to that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just do this. I walk you down to my uncle, introduce you, go to my truck, grab my stuff, come back, fix the vent.
Works for me.
Okay. Yeah, and I've got my truck is all everything I would need to basically fix anything is in the back of my truck. So I'll grab a box, put whatever I think I would need, and then a little bit more, and then take that upstairs.
Okay, so before we get into that, right? You take Jane to go meet your deal, and as you're heading out of the lobby doors, you find yourself back in the lobby.
As we make our way through the doors, we find ourselves back in the lobby.
Correct.
Or is it just Montserrat?
Both of you. If you went with Montserrat, then you both ended up back in the lobby. If it's just Montserrat going out there, then Montserrat, you.
Yeah, it was just me going out to my truck.
Then yeah,
Okay.
you just ended up back in the lobby.
I look at the reception. I look at the receptionist. I look at the door leading out of the lobby into the main hall. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just gonna try again.
As you head out of the lobby door, you end up coming out of the bathroom door. That's just to the side of the lobby.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm sitting in the bathroom. I'll go to the receptionist and say, I know this sounds strange. I'm just retracing my steps. Did you see me come through here a minute ago?
And he just looks up at you, just real no fucks given in his face. Just, no, I'm busy. I literally just started.
Yo, is that me? Is that me? Is that a male version of Morgan?
Okay. I'm gonna head back to. No, I'm gonna head upstairs to Lexi and Morgan.
All right. As you're about to head upstairs, you actually got stopped by one of the other residents who you recognize. Her name is Wendy. She goes, Montserrat, I haven't seen you in a long time. I know your uncle's been asking about you.
Yeah, no, I just saw him downstairs. I was gonna leave a little, surprise for him in his room. How you been?
I'm all right. You still running that union, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, union strong. Let's go. And she just kind of shuffles off with this like jump in her step.
Oh, real quick. Can I say something? Do you know Giovanni Lupo?
Giovanni? Oh yeah, he's a bit of a recluse. Nobody
Hmm.
really knows what he did in his life, but you know what? That's fine by me. He's a bit of a big scare man, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, just curious. Well, you have a good day.
Yeah, you too. And she goes back to shuffling on down to the music.
When I get to the room, before I head back in, I kind of try to like keep most of my body like behind the door frame, but just like peek in and try to get a look at Lexi and Morgan. Well, they're not focusing on me.
But before you do that, when I ask Lexi Morgan, do you stay in the room or what is your next move?
I
Because that'll
honestly,
kind of dictate.
I don't know. I kind of honestly think that Lexi doesn't know that she failed, so she is still trying to look at other things, unless Morgan wanted to leave.
No, I think Morgan would stay because like,
I mean, at this
don't
point,
want to wander off and then get like lost from each other, you know?
at this point, Lexi's going through clothes. She's like checked under the bed. She was checking under a mattress. Like, she doesn't know how to look for clues, but she is sure doing it.
Okay. So then, yeah, Montserrat, you'll be able to, peek in there. What are you doing?
As I do, because Montserrat is awakened. She's gonna reach into her jacket and pull out a tiny wooden stick. Anyone who's like, into that stuff like woo enough would probably recognize it as incense, as Palo Santo specifically. And what she does is take a big sniff of it. And she's going to look beyond the mist.
All right. So roll me a look beyond the mist. That's plus mythos.
Okay. So is that just one for each power tag?
No, it's one for each theme.
Each theme. Okay. So just a +1 then? Because I just have expression? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so 3, 4 plus 1 is 8.
Okay. Let's see here. Igor's room is almost exactly the same. Being a sleeper, the mist had less to cover up, comparatively speaking. However, much like a record being played backwards, barely audible unless you listen to it, are the phrases "do it" and "save them," being played over and over again. These snippets are everywhere in the room, in the dripping faucets, in the humming of lights, and the light creaking of floorboards and bed springs, the shuffling of feet on the carpet, or the static of the TV that was just as if it was switched on and off.
Does she also see us, like our mythos?
That'll be a part of their question.
That is very troubling. I think that probably like springs out first, but I did. If I have anything remaining after that, I did want to look at these two.
Yep. So I will give you that. I want Morgan and Lexi to give a vague description of what the legendary version of you looks like. What looks like beyond the mist.
Even if it could literally just be like shapes, colors, smells, sounds, the vaguest impressions.
So it has to be vague due to the role that you got.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is pretty vague. Tall, dark, and hairy/feathery.
Or a vibe, something like that.
I think that you can hear Lexi talking because she's like telling Morgan, like, dang, I think they even swept under the bed because there's like nothing under here. But it's in a distinct Australian accent that she was not speaking when before.
The accent's different, the rhythm of it's just like, okay. And from their angle, if they were to see me now, they wouldn't get anything.
At least not yet.
Okay. Because for those watching, they don't know who I am. I think once again from the doorway, you don't hear her coming. She's in like heavy work boots, but somehow moves really quietly. Here. Oh, you guys are different too.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
I mean, Lexi would whip around, clearly having just said that I was on the floor looking under the bed. And she would kind of just like squint. No, I think, yeah, Lexi would look beyond the mist.
Roll it.
5 + 2 + 2 is 9.
Okay.
So is that vague?
Yeah, I'm gonna make that one vague. So
It doesn't have to be. You are the all-seeing eye. You could do whatever you want. You could make it super not vague.
Well, the other option is put you in danger. So
Okay, it's vague.
Ooh. Okay. You have the feeling. You already have the feeling of being watched. That's separate. If you look beyond the mist and you're looking dead at Montserrat, you hear the rustling of leaves as figures are moving, through the brush to surround you. Smell hot, humid air and dense foliage, and the sense that you are being surrounded.
Lexi distrusts people, and now has a feeling she's being surrounded. Flavorly, it looks like her hands kind of like, and her nails start to grow, and she has to like put it back. Go. What that was.
I ain't do shit.
I think Morgan would look over Lexi, like kind of with vague concern in her eyes. But like that's just because, I mean, if it's vague, then that means she actually is concerned inside. It's just showing like the filter. Basically, she's just a little concerned for Lexi, like in a you good kind of way.
You good, fam?
Can I ask a question, Alan?
Oh yeah.
Would there be remnants of Jane's film motif in the area?
Oh God, yes, actually, there would be. There'd be lots of old celluloid film strips just kind of dangling in beyond the mist.
Can I if I can offer, can we say it's the film strips are only on like the letters, as in like backstory stuff, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're wrapped around it. I love it. I'm gonna keep that. Thank you. Also, mechanically, for Montserrat, you now have observed one, and for Lexi, your observed one goes up to observed 2.
Observed one.
Awesome. Everything is awesome.
Jane never gotten observed?
You should have an observed 1. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Okay. Damn it, telling on myself.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Teacher,
so-
you said you're going to give us homework at the end of class?
I think that I completely forgot that we also now have power tags for the crew. I think unless Morgan speaks it, Lexi won't notice that Morgan is looking. She is just, I guess if my observed it has gone up, she is getting a little bit paranoid. Is it you? She points at, I haven't said your name yet, so I'm going to mess it up. Montserrat. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's good.
She's going to point at Montserrat. Is it you? Are you the one causing all of this?
No, I just got here, and stepping into the room, whispering, I just tried to go out to my truck and ended up in the same place where I walked through. And when I tried to walk out again, I ended up in a bathroom.
What?
Did you guys find a journal at all, or no? Or you know what? Montserrat's gonna take one of the flyers, the one that's in the least bad shape, and is gonna fold a paper airplane, open up the window, and try to throw it out.
That was going to be Lexi's instinct, was to try and open the door, but she was going to throw something bigger.
Okay, so as you open the window, you notice that there are there's protective screens, and you can't get that open.
Yeah, they'd be secured from the outside, so I wouldn't be able to.
What kind of screen? Like metal?
Yeah, metal mesh.
Okay, yeah.
But we can see out the window.
Yeah, there's nothing obstructing the view. And there is airflow. If you open the window, you get a nice misty breeze coming in.
Was that a pun?
Yes.
Ah ha ha ha! City of Mist.
He said the name.
He said the thing. Okay. Huh. Can I? I'm just gonna click the key fob, like on the just to see if the doors lock on my truck.
You get no signal. Nothing happens.
Morgan, maybe you and
Do our phones work?
Oh, actually, I don't know your name yet.
To answer Morgan's question, if you pull out your phone, you have no signal.
Wait, how did I Google?
You Googled something?
I don't think that actually technically happened in the scene yet. I think something else came up.
It was suggested and then dropped
Yeah.
immediately, as many things
Yeah, it
happen.
was. Oh.
And now we can say it was for a story reason and not because we forgot.
Oh, okay. Also, I'm sorry I cut you off there. What were you going to do, Nicola?
Lexi was going to say, because Lexi doesn't know your name yet. Morgan, why don't the two of you go down and tell Jane? I'm going to keep looking for that journal you just mentioned.
Don't actually, when I looked past whatever the fuck to try to see what your guys' deal was, everything in this room. Igor was driven to suicide by the room. I kept hearing, do it, do it, do it. You can save them, you can help them. So I don't think
Oh, so
anyone should be
you-
by themselves.
Oh,
you
so
can check yourself. You can do the same thing I did that you just did a minute ago if you don't believe
Well,
me.
I won't make you re-roll for it. You already have the roll, but you are now starting to see and hear the words that are just kind of floating throughout the room.
Okay,
My
so you
cards on the table,
so-
my thing just makes me a better fighter. I have
but you
nothing
saw-
on any of
but
this
you-
shit.
So you saw me.
I heard Australia. I heard that you were Australian.
All right,
And I
fuck
saw
it.
shoes
Sure,
feathers.
While you're talking, Lexi's gonna transform into a bear.
Why a bear? How big is this
Sure.
room? Is a bear gonna fit?
I mean, it's an 8 by
Okay.
10.
A bear will fit.
Bear will fit.
Also, black bear, sun bear, panda bear. Like,
Yeah.
Or the newly discovered polar bear grizzly bear hybrid, a Pizzly bear.
I would love that. This was 15 years ago and that wasn't discovered yet. We're just like a straight like grizzly bear.
Lexi,
Oh,
do me a
God.
favor.
Shit.
Go ahead and increase your observed from observed 2 to watched 3.
Awesome.
oh boy.
Interesting.
Oh,
That's a big
Why are you-
increase.
Lexi, stop! Stop
Ugh.
doing stuff.
I don't like observed into watched. That doesn't feel good.
It feels like
I
kind of like a
can't
neutral, like
actually-
okay, we're just watching, we're just kind of observing, you know. But now watched, it's like an eye has like
I
Yeah.
do.
pinpoint
That's
So
like-
like I do
An
think that
all-seeing eye, if you will.
I
oh,
do think that this would be the one. This would be the level that Lexi would finally catch on that it was her ability causing this to happen. But I can't justify that she would have caught on until now. However, she is already a bear by the time she catches on. So do I need to roll to be the bear?
I'm not going to make you roll for that right now.
Cool. There's a reason Lexi's a bear. Bears get into shit. She is going to bear her way through this metal protection on the window.
Okay. As you claw through, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. As you claw through the metal mesh grate, you instantly transform back into your human form. Now you're adding something to your watched. You are now also taking suppressed 3.
oh no! Well, at least it's Lexi doing this.
But also, did I get through the?
Yes, you did.
She's going to be fully on the ground. Okay, it's the building's fault. I don't care. Throw the fucking paper. Like she's
I said the building was bad. We're you're a bear.
maybe-
Okay.
also a fully formed character.
Without touching the windowsill or anything around it, is gonna step back and try to throw the paper airplane.
Airplane leaves just fine, and you watch it glide all the way down to the ground level.
Okay, I should have given me enough to glide or something.
Okay.
Maybe.
You cut off there.
Really quiet.
Morgan.
Which
Huh?
zeros?
Oh, I said you cut off there.
Oh. I was just. Maybe we should leave the room at least. I don't particularly like the idea that this room led to someone killing themselves.
Seconded. And Lexi's gonna like hobble her way to her feet.
Yeah, let's go back downstairs.
So as you leave the room, either as a hobble or rather quickly, there is a scraggly face looking man with his head poked outside of his door. And you hear him go, "Psst, hey, get over here, you mugs."
Might as well. Monserrat's gonna walk over, even if they don't follow.
Yeah,
Does-
Lexi's following.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as
I
you
mean,
get to,
I'm a sheep.
I'm sorry, did you just say you were a sheep?
I'm a sheep. Bah.
Oh no. Okay. As
Oh,
soon as-
that doesn't trigger anything.
Yeah,
She
but
doesn't
she-
actually say that. That was out of character.
I'm gonna say it's an inner thought. Because as soon as you get there, you see this scraggly man in a wheelchair. He looks emaciated at first glance. He says, get in here, right now.
I mean, a little hesitant, but everyone else is going, so yeah.
And as soon as you're all in, he quickly shuts the door before, like, he does a quick look down the hall before shutting it and locking it. And he looks at Morgan and goes, "Why am I craving mutton?" Anyways, Igor, you're looking into Igor.
We're looking
Yeah.
into the person formerly
Yeah.
known as Igor.
Okay. Igor was a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. Loved him. And he, he kept in his ways. He might have been a made man. Look, he was trying to keep me safe. I was trying to keep him safe.
So from what?
If you look around his room, you notice that there's a lot of takeout.
Mm.
I don't eat any of the food here.
Did Igor eat the food here?
Say that again?
Did Igor eat the food here?
Yeah, every now and then he said it tasted weird. Sometimes you come over, you get a slice, maybe a little gabagool. But, Igor was a great man. His younger boy, the big one. I like him. He's good. Good kid.
So you don't think he did that to himself, do you?
That's the thing. Something weird's going on here. Igor would never have done that to himself. But I think he knew something. Something that he knew his boys would come personally to deal with. Igor was constantly looking out for the people here. Like even before all these fucking fakakta bullshit bastards that came in like a month ago. He was constantly giving people, food and sometimes it's the shirt off his back. But I think something weird is going on here. They got all these parties for us, all these dinners, and they're taking people into like the medical wing for people who don't even need medical procedures.
Is there? My uncle says is Lister too. These people start coming in a month ago. Is there was there a change in management? Is there like a new admin that all this started under? Or?
Actually, yeah. The new patient care coordinator, Dr. Zane, Dr. Absalom Zane.
Epsilon Zane?
No,
Absalom.
that name's familiar. Why is that name familiar?
I don't know. I actually don't remember how you would recognize that name.
What
Was that the name of the pharmaceutical company from the first case?
No.
Wait, what was the name again?
Absalom Zane.
Wait, no. Wait, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy I know from the organization, Dr. Absalom Zane. I don't think I've ever told you guys, but I know
No.
that.
Okay, then me saying I know that's out of character. It was during your interaction when you were learning, you were talking to the sort of handsome but in his 60s man. You can be handsome in your 60s. I shouldn't be ageist.
Sorry.
I do remember that being discussed. So Lexi didn't react. Nekla was proud she remembered something.
If only someone had been taking notes.
If only these were recorded.
They are.
This wasn't someone's first day.
It is actually hitting about that time. So I think it's a good point to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Wonderful night.
Bye.
Asterix, wave asterix.
That's really good. That's really good.